right. Well, good morning, Wichita, and good morning to all of you. Thank you for joining us for this morning's mayor's briefing on May 22nd. We have a lot to cover, so I'm going to get right to it. We'll start off with streets. This is a reminder that today, Main Street will begin its two-way operation as part of the two-way street conversion program. The Market Street two-way conversion will be finalized and converted next week ahead of Riverfest. As a reminder, this work was part of the Downtown Streets Plan and is based on studies that show that two-way streets are safer and allow increased access to area businesses. As always, you can check out the weekly construction bulletin at wichita.gov/streets. In other transportation-related news, Wichita Transit will once again operate an extension to the Q line. This will begin this summer, giving riders easier access to the museums on the river corridor. Starting this Saturday, May 24th, the Q line extension will take the route west along Museum Boulevard, with stops at attractions like Exploration Place, Mid-America All-Indian Museum, Wichita Art Museum, Old Cowtown, and the Advanced Learning Library. The free Q line is popular for shopping and sightseeing all year round, and the summer expansion adds yet another reason to ride the Q. The Q summer route will run from May 24th through August 15th. And now, like we have started now many moons ago, we have a friendly furry animal that will be coming up here as she would like a forever home. So we would like to invite up Corey with our communications department to share our furry friend of the week from the Wichita Animal Shelter.
Hi guys, Corey and I are here together with this beautiful Australian Kelpie mix. He's gonna try to get her in the shot for you. She is a real sweetheart. So she came into the shelter on just the 19th of May. Her animal number is A175776. She is spayed, just a little over a year, we believe. Now, she is a good example for us to talk about microchipping. While she is microchipped, the person on her current microchip is no longer her owner. So we are actively seeking the person who has rehomed her and accepted her into her new house. She was found at 1600 South Market Street, kind of down in South Wichita. I can tell you that she is so friendly. She definitely seems potty trained. Like I said, she is spayed. She's received most of her vaccinations. She's very hyper. She likes to play, but she seems to be well-mannered. She'll sit when ready, but she really wants to get out and play. So she will be available at the shelter, hopefully for her owner to come and find her in the next 24 hours. If not, she will be transferred to one of our rescue partners or the Kansas Humane Society for adoption. Corey, do you want to tell us a little bit about our stats this month?
Yeah. So far, for the month of May at the animal shelter, we've taken in 205 cats, 359 dogs, and 19 other animals. We've returned to owner 1 cat and 111 dogs. We've transferred for adoption 102 cats, 151 dogs, for a total of 256 animals. And like Emily said, as a good reminder, May is Get Your Pets Microchipped Month. So that makes the process a lot easier, although there can be issues sometimes. But yeah, if you are interested in adopting Nolly here, you can contact the Kansas Humane Society with her animal number.
And she does seem to sit for treats happily, so.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, that's okay. So I'm here to make a second announcement. Right now, the the Wichita Animal Services, we're going to be getting kennel maintenance on about 20 of our kennels in rotation. But what effectively this means that 20 of our kennels are going to be down for the next 4 to 6 months. We'll be doing them in 2-week rotations, but that will diminish our overall capacity, which means we really need the community support on making sure that we get those dogs and cats back to their homes, back to their owners, anything we can do. There are pages on Facebook that you can be a part of, including ours. You can check us out at 24petconnect.com in order to find your pet. But we need to get the animals out of the shelter because, as he said, our daily intakes are really high, and we need to really focus on those positive live outcomes for our animals. Rescues and our adoption partners can only take in so many as adoptions happen. So it's really about that flow of animals. So again, our capacity will be reduced for about, of 20 kennels for about 4 to 6 months for important kennel maintenance so we can stay in compliance with the Kansas Department of Agriculture guidelines. And if you guys have any questions, you can please contact me at the shelter at any time, and we look forward for your support. Oh, and always, we need dog treats and we need cat and dog toys that are dishwasher safe. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Emily, and thank you, Corey. With a required closure of kennels, which is not ideal, ensuring the safety and health of the animals is critical, and we are focused on that effort. And as you know, Animal Services is under Wichita Police Department, and it's just one of the great services they provide to the community. And now I'd like to welcome Captain Aaron Moses from the Wichita Police Department to showcase a weekly highlight of some of the great work they are doing as part of the long-standing Well Done Wednesday series. I've asked police to come each week to share their Well Done Wednesday so that our media partners can see and our community can see the great work of our officers.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll have Megan here help me with the technology.
I'm happy to do that. Oh. Bear with us for just a moment. We're very secure. Okay.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm Captain Aaron Moses with Wichita Police Department, here this week to talk about a program we've been running for 66 weeks now, Well Done Wednesday. Just to give you some background on this program, how it started, one of the recommendations from our Jansen Hughes operational assessment was that officers wanted to see us highlight the good work they do every day, not just see in the news criticism or other things. So we really brainstormed in the Public Information Office and came up with the idea of Well Done Wednesday. This week is volume 66 and focuses on efforts around street racing, stunt riding in our community. We've heard from community that this is something that frustrates everybody. It frustrates us as well. It's also illegal and it's dangerous. So I'll play this. A few comments.
Across the country, illegal street racing continues to jeopardize public safety, transforming city streets into dangerous racetracks and turning entertainment into tragedy. These high-speed gatherings aren't just reckless, they're illegal and they're endangering lives. Nationwide, law enforcement agencies are stepping up to confront this issue. And here in Wichita, the WPD is taking direct action. Wichita police officers conducted a special assignment to address the issue and recently located a large-scale illegal street race involving over 50 vehicles and more than 100 spectators. Thanks to the quick and strategic response of the WPD, officers were able to intercept multiple vehicles involved in street racing. 2 drivers, one of them a juvenile, were arrested on the spot and their vehicles were impounded. But the message didn't stop there. Officers issued more than a dozen citations to spectators, making it clear that watching or encouraging these events is just as dangerous and unacceptable. The WPD is committed to keeping our community safe. Illegal street racing and those who support it will not be tolerated. To all the officers involved, well done.
Like I said, this is
Today we are setting up this Chick-fil-A employee
This
for
was
anything she wants.
number
You could pick any
60.
item you want. I'll go get it for you. What have you always wanted?
Let me turn this off.
Ooh. Honestly, I really wanted the AirPod Maxes.
AirPod Max. That's very specific. Meet me back here in about 30 minutes. Can you take like a break and I'll come back with it.
Now, even though she picked the AirPods Max, I'm going to give her the option to either keep them or trade it for something else. But there is one catch.
So I didn't forget about you.
No way. I didn't think you were actually going to come back.
We'll take a look.
Sorry about that. This is the first week we've shared Well Done Wednesday here, so there's some technical things for us to get used to. But like I said, this was volume 66. I encourage you to go through our social media or on our YouTube page where we have other examples of the good work that our officers do every day. This is an example of us listening to community about things that concern them and taking direct action. The message on this is street racing, stunt riding is illegal, it's dangerous, it can lead to your vehicle being impounded, and even watching these events can lead to a citation where you saw there a fine up to $1,500. So there are areas in our city or near our city where you can legally race vehicles and engage in this type of activity, and we encourage everybody to do that, not on our city streets where you put other people in danger. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Captain Moses, and thank you for the Well Done Wednesdays that have been going on for multiple weeks, and we are glad to showcase them during the mayor's briefing. Before I invite up our next guest, I'm going to also recognize that we have 3 council members present, and I would like them to come forward because the next announcement has a lot to do with these 3 individuals as well as the entire council in an effort that is a community-wide challenge for us, and that is homelessness. So I'm going to invite up Council Member Mike Hoheisel for District 3, Council Member Maggie Ballard of District 6, and Council Member Becky Tuttle of District Number 2. In case you missed it, on Tuesday, the Multi-Agency Board, Inc. announced that the center and the nonprofit board managing it now have a new name. The shelter, formerly known as the Multi-Agency Center located at 9th and Main Street, is now called Second Light. In addition to a new name, Second Light also announced plans to search for an executive director to lead the initiative. Here to tell us more is Second Light Board Chair, Steve Dixon. Steve.
Thank you, Mayor. So you might be asking, why Second Light, and what does Second Light mean? So Second Light, we are hoping, evokes the hope that this project and place can bring to our neighbors who are either experiencing or at risk of experiencing homelessness. And hopefully it points towards housing and achieving the community vision of functional zero for homelessness. Second Light also speaks to renewal, hope, and the moment when darkness gives way to the light and possibility. It represents a fresh start for those seeking stability, a guiding path towards healing and housing, and the reassurance that every person deserves another chance to shine. So as Mayor Wu said earlier, we are looking for an executive director. We are looking for someone with great leadership skills, great collaborative skills. This is a community-wide effort involving not only city government, but private enterprise, nonprofit partners, and we are looking for someone that has great collaborative skills. If you are interested in this position, our website is up and operational. The website is secondlightwichita, all one word, .org. If you go and click on the news link at the very top right, you will find information as to how to apply for that position. We are running this search, hopefully to have this completed by the end of July, first part of August. Finally, I want to spend a few minutes talking about where we are and where we're headed. So currently, this summer, construction will begin again on the building, working on improving shelter and getting the MAC piece or the multi-agency piece of the building up and running. During that period of time, roughly around 4 to 6 months, we will be focused in services on shelter provision, which has been done since end of last November, food and food supply to those guests in the building, mental and physical well-being. Again, we have partners in the building currently who will stay there to provide for the mental and physical well-being of the guests in the building. And then finally, bringing in housing navigation to help people start the process of working towards finding or being prepared for long-term housing in whatever form that takes. Once construction is complete, which I think everybody here, and myself, the board, be very excited about, we'll really see what the full form of Second Light truly is. will be a one-stop resource hub bringing together multiple service providers to provide wraparound support to our guests and the community, including housing assistance, mental health services, substance abuse resources, and year-round low-barrier shelter service to ensure people have a safe place to stay while accessing the services they need. Thank you.
Thank you, council members, and thank you, Steve. I also wanted to make mention that 21 partners have already signed up to be a partner at the new Second Light Wichita, and I wanted to recognize them by calling them out: Humankind Ministries, Lord's Diner, Breakthrough Club, City of Wichita, Coalition to End Homelessness in Wichita and Sedgwick County, Grace Med Health Clinic, Hunter Health, ICT Street Team, Mental Health America of South Central Kansas, Sedgwick County ComCare, Sedgwick County Health Department, Substance Abuse Center of Kansas, U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs, Union Rescue Mission, United Methodist Open Door, and United Way of the Plains. We are appreciative of these first 21 providers and are always looking for more to be part of this collaborative effort towards our challenge of homelessness here in the city of Wichita. With that, I just wanted to remind individuals to, again, more information can be found at secondlightwichita.org. Next, Public Works Director Gary Jansen is here to provide an update on water treatment plant and testing, as well as how the new plant is expected to come online.
Thank you, Mayor, and good morning. Gary Jansen, Director of Public Works and Utilities. As a result of performance and mechanical issues with the clarifiers that are part of our new water treatment plant, staff has directed that the plant testing be paused until an appropriate solution has been found. Ensuring that the clarifiers meet performance metrics and regulations prior to the plant coming online remains the responsibility of Wichita Water Partners, and the city does not expect to incur additional costs for any of these improvements or additional testing. Our staff continue to work alongside Wichita Water Partners at the facility, training and preparing for the point in time when the plant is handed over to the city for full operations and ownership on our end. I will say that during this period of time of testing, one positive note, when we resume testing, the test water will be going through the new finished water pipeline. This is the pipeline that's going to connect our new plant to the Hess pump station. Once testing resumes, that test water will go through that pipeline to the Ark River. Our engineers have found a way to capture that test water for reuse capabilities. In particular, we've been working with Botanica so that they could use some portion of that test water over the summer for irrigation. So really good news to share on that end, good innovation to be able to utilize that resource other than what it's been just for testing. As we continue through this drought, we're always looking for innovative ways to reuse or recapture water to be most mindful of our resources. And that was all I had for now, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary, for that update on the new water treatment plant. While an extended timeline to bring the water treatment plant operational is not ideal, a project of this size and complexity must be done right, and the city of Wichita looks forward to having a fully operational plant come online later this year. And now, as you know, Monday is Memorial Day. While many city offices will be closed that day to celebrate and commemorate Memorial Day, Wichita Parks and Rec staff will be busy with the first official day of Wichita's aquatic season. In case you missed it, with nice weather, the city of Wichita opened up splash pads a little early for kids to enjoy last weekend, and the city is looking forward to welcoming them to the pools on Monday. Here to tell us what to expect for this year's pool season is Joe Martin with Wichita Aquatics.
Good morning. My name is Joe Martin. I serve as the aquatic supervisor for the City of Wichita Park and Recreation. I am pleased to share that the Wichita Public Swimming Pools will officially open for the 2025 season on Memorial Day, Monday, May 26th from 1 to 5 p.m. This year, the hours of operation for each pool have been adjusted based upon attendance trends from the past 3 years. These updates help us manage staffing resources efficiently while continuing to provide safe, quality aquatic experiences for our community. We encourage everyone to review their local pool schedule in advance at wichita.gov/aquatics or through the Wichita Park and Recreation mobile app to ensure that they're familiar with the new hours before visiting. Wichita Public Pools offer exceptional value. Individual summer memberships are available for just $70 and provide access to all 6 pools throughout the season. Families of 4 can enjoy the entire summer season for only $200, a great way to stay active and cool all season long. Plus, each pool will offer a free swim day to the public. Those dates can be found at the wichita.gov/aquatics. Please note that all city swimming pools will close for the season on Sunday, August the 10th, so we encourage everyone to take full advantage of the summer swim season while it does last. We're also excited to report that 7 splash pads, which were Boston, Buffalo, Edgemore, Evergreen, Harrison, Linwood, and Riverside, opened ahead of schedule this past weekend, or past Saturday. On Monday, Fairmount, Old Town, and Osage will open to the public. Splash pads are open daily from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., providing free, family-friendly fun across the city. To help plan your visit, we highly recommend downloading the Wichita Park and Recreation mobile app, which provides real-time updates on the splash pad availability. This ensures families can check for any temporary closures due to maintenance before heading out, avoiding the disappointment of arriving at a closed facility, especially with young children in tow. Lastly, we'd like to remind families that living within the USD 259 school district that Learn to Swim scholarships are still available. Thanks to our partnership with the American Red Cross, these scholarships allow children to participate in swimming lessons for just $5 and continue throughout 4 progressive sessions over the summer. Learning to swim is a life-saving skill, and we're proud to make it accessible for every child in our community. For more information on pool hours, splash pads, memberships, swim lessons, please visit wichita.gov/aquatics or download the Park and Rec app today. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. As a reminder, as we continue to navigate the drought, splash pads do cut down on water loss by recycling water, and staff are diligently being prudent with filling up pools while still providing a low-cost, fun way for kids and families to cool off. Residents with private pools may fill their pools up on their allotted outside watering day. We are still in stage 2 of the drought. Under stage 2 drought restrictions, residents are still allowed to operate private pools at their homes. However, if we have to escalate to drought stage 3, no outdoor watering would be permitted except for food gardens, which includes private pools. Now, let's continue to find ways to cut back and hope for more rain so that we can try to avoid going to stage 3 of the drought. In other fun summer news, the Blue Star Museum program is back. Here to tell us more is Jesse Koza, Cultural Arts Administrator for Wichita Arts and Cultural Services.
Thank you, Mayor Wu. Yes, that's right. The Blue Star Museum is back this summer in Wichita. Blue Star Museums is a partnership between the National Endowment for the Arts and Blue Star Families in collaboration with the Department of Defense. The program offers free admission to active duty military personnel and their families to attractions and museums across the nation. This includes active members of the National Guard and Reserve. Participating Wichita-based attractions include Botanica, Exploration Place, the Kansas Aviation Museum, the Mid-America All-Indian Museum, Old Cowtown Museum, the Wichita Art Museum, and the Wichita Sedgwick County Historical Museum. There are also 24 other attractions in Kansas participating, making a total of 31 participating museums and attractions in the state. The program began this last weekend on Armed Forces Day, May 17th, and runs through Labor Day, September 1st, 2025. Thank you again.
Thank you, Jesse. There are lots of fun things happening this summer around Wichita, and we're looking forward to a lot of fun camps as well as classes throughout the park system. So be sure to always check out the activity guide at wichita.gov/evolve. With that, we always like to end with good news and invite up some of our council members who have news from their districts. I also want to recognize that City Manager Bob Layton is in the audience today. Council members, I will begin with you all.
Hello, thank you so much, Mayor. This Saturday, we have the District 6 coffee/breakfast. Starts at 9 o'clock, and this time we will be at Empower, which is at 103 East 21st Street North. Usually we go to the Evergreen Rec Center, but we have changed it this time to try one of the new spaces in District 6, which we're really excited to share with all of you. So City Manager Bob Layton will be our guest speaker, and we will have something delicious to eat, and it's just an open chat opportunity to visit and answer questions. So thank you, and I hope to see you all there.
Well, thank you again, council members Hoheisel, Ballard, and Tuttle for being at today's mayor's briefing. And with that, the last good news is there's a lot of graduates here in our community during the month of May, so congratulations to all whom are graduating. Just know that we want you to stay in our community and hope that you have a wonderful summer, and look forward to some educators getting a short little break also during the summer. So we will take questions from media.
Is there a specific time when you're aiming for to have the water plant online?
Gary Jansen.
Thank you, Mayor. The best I can tell you at this point in time is our goal is to still have the plant fully operational and providing water to the system by the end of 2025.
And the old one is still okay?
Old plant's still doing fine, working well. We're operating as we have been all along, and we'll be fine through the end of the year.
Is there any comment on the ethics speed tonight?
No. With that, have a great extended weekend, and we'll see you back next week on Thursday.